Hi guys, welcome to another ChesspatzerUK stream. Today we're going to be taking on the Ginger GM. You can see the game's already started. He surprised me. Unfortunately, if I didn't accept the first move, it would have defaulted and we'd probably miss our chance. He may have let me re-challenge, but to be honest, E4's better because both Adam and I know quite a bit about E4. Adam above, he's joining me for the commentary. He's going to help us all out. He's a little bit stronger than me. He doesn't like it when I say it, but it's true.
I know loads about E4.
Oh, that's excellent. He's actually a C4/D4 player, but doesn't make him uncomfortable, and then maybe he'll come up with more creative ideas, and people just stuck in the, I must play Theory here, must play Theory.
We shall see.
So yes, we're going to be playing against the Ginger GM. It's folk chess, so obviously we'll have to wait for some people to come in. We've got some time, but we may have to move a few moves fast just to catch up some time later on. But yeah, I probably should. Yeah, thinking about this, Adam, I probably should have started this 10 minutes ago to get some people to actually make the votes.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a bit rusty. I haven't done any streaming for about 2 years for various reasons. But now we've got plenty of time to do streaming, so we'll be doing it probably every day from now on.
I don't see why not, to be honest. Like, what else is there to do? And chess is great. So,
but I enjoy it. I love talking about chess.
We've got one person in the chat. All right, ChesspatzerUK. So that's 3 people. Yeah, if you vote, it's basically you playing the Ginger GM, mate.
He'd have paid for that privilege.
But to be fair to him, I think when I organised a ChesspatzerUK simul against the Ginger, now we've got some few people pouring in now. He actually drew against him. He drew in his game, so he's not actually a terrible person to just be running the show.
No, not at all. And Vincent's a strong player as well.
Vincent's turned up. Good lad, good lad.
Yeah, good.
I asked Vincent and Louise to turn up, so hopefully they'll both be here at some point.
Good.
As you can see, guys, we had to, because otherwise the game would have cut off, which is a bit unfortunate. Probably should have logged in about 10 minutes ago. Oh, Mushroom Bill, I'm guessing that's Bill Linton. So hi Bill. You vote.
Hello, Bill.
As you're doing, you're talking in the chat. Just put your vote in there, and we're going to count it out. We'll probably give like a minute for votes to come in, and then we'll just go with the highest vote. Now, as a tip, it's Ginger GM, and he's just released a video on the Black Lion DVD, Chessables. So the chances are this is going to be a Black Lion. So let's get ready to rumble. So Vincent wants to play D4. Okay, yeah, we can start the vote straight away because we have lost a little bit of time. So feel free to hammer away at the chat, guys. Just let us know because we'll start talking about it when it becomes interesting.
D4 seems like a good move.
So we've got 1 D4 so far. 2 D4s.
Not that I'm biased.
1 B3 from Andy from Lewisham because he only plays B3 because he doesn't know anything else.
Yeah, me too.
He's actually a friend. I do take the piss out of him playing B3 all the time, but he never listens.
Yeah, very sensible.
And now he thinks I've given the game away. Gutted. Now everyone's preparing for you, Andy. All 12 people that are on this stream. Yeah, Simon's streaming, so you can watch back later. I mean, he is playing, I think, at least 15 people in total. So you'll have to wait for the Chesspatzer game to pop up. But it'll be all you guys, so, you know, we're only here to advise. I'm not going to actually make any moves on your behalf, apart from the ones that's voted the most. So, are we playing D4 because no one else seems to want to vote?
Yeah.
It seems like a main line. I think we'll probably be able to play that. So let's get that organised. Sorry, I was in another screen. So D4 on the board. I mean, Simon's going to love this. He's probably got, like, if he's black in every game, he's probably got 15 black lions on the board.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what a group of lions is called, but someone in the chat might know.
A pride of lions.
Is it a pride of lions? Ah.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's like a murder or an ambush of tigers or something weird like that.
A murder of crows.
A murder of crows. So it's an ambush.
I don't know what it is of tigers.
A what of tigers?
I don't know what it is of tigers.
I think it's an ambush.
That's a good point.
I think it is.
Somebody will know.
Somebody will know. Vincent's saying yes, but he could be saying yes to anything. You just don't know. Tigers are normally solitary. They are.
There you go.
Unless you play for the Celtic Tigers, and then there's loads of them.
There you go. It's an unusual assembly of tigers. There you go.
It's actually called that because that's really catchy.
That's it, exactly.
I need someone to get it on Google for that. So we've stumped Ginger. That's good. He doesn't know what to do here. He's never seen this position in his life.
How many games is he playing simultaneously?
It should be at least 15. I mean, someone can drop into his chat and find out that way. So we're expecting.
A useful technique when you're playing somebody in a clock symbol. A useful technique is to make your move quickly, just as they passed you. on the board, and they're going around all the other players, so you can just get all the time in the world, to think about your next move. Doesn't quite work with vote chess, but let's see how it goes.
It could do.
We've done this before, haven't we? We've done this with was it Hackney? No, was it Battersea Chess Club?
It was Battersea, and we managed to beat them. But
yeah, that was good.
I was panicking a bit towards the end, and to be fair, I was clicking away on the pieces a bit quicker than people were voting. So
yeah,
I'm going to hold back this time. As long as
you were pre-moving.
Yeah, I was pre-moving. I was pre-thinking.
Well done.
So yes, this is likely to be the Black Line, which is a very fancy name for the Philidor. I guess it's a spin-off.
Yeah.
The key for us is not to play H3. That's all I know. Because otherwise, if we play H3, apparently there's all this H6, G5, and bishops sacrificing on H3s and stuff. So let's try not to walk into that.
It depends how he plays it. Does he play it basically by not castling and just slinging all his pawns forward on the king side?
Yeah, he does, and it all depends.
Right, okay.
All depends on whether we castle into it and etc. etc. I mean, we can be really aggressive as well. We can play F4. F4 is definitely a move we can play after defending the E pawn, obviously, which is like the most aggressive way you could play against it. But we'll see.
It's easy to go wrong. Yes. ChesspatzerUK says this is a perk, and it isn't a perk yet. If he doesn't play G6.
Yeah, if
it could turn into a perk.
Yes, if he plays G6 on the next move, whatever. If we play Knight C3 here, and he plays G6, then yes, perk.
Yeah.
And then Andy
can transpose.
Andy from Lewisham would argue it's the modern, and I'll be like, I don't really know the difference.
Modern is basically without Knight F6.
Is that literally it?
That's the definition of a modern, is leaving out Knight F6, so you can't attack it with your E pawn.
Okay. So we've got 3 ways to defend this, guys. I mean, feel free to vote now. I mean, if we can get a little bit up on time, because I think we're going to suffer later in the end game. Well, we've got 3 really main moves here: Knight C3, Bishop D3, and then we've got weird moves like F3. So
yeah,
they're all playable, guys. So let's have a vote on it. So we got 1 Knight C3, 2 Knight C3,
Knight
C3, 3 Knight C3s. We can give 20 more seconds to let a few more fall in. But we got 1 for Bishop D3. Desert Storm Carl. Thanks for that. That's not a bad move either. Kind of transposes Knight C3 again. So that's 4 Knight C3s. 5.
Well, we might want to put our bishop somewhere else, like C4, but we never know.
Yeah, that bishop's flexible. I mean, it can even go to G2. I mean, it's got lots of squares, that bishop, but we'll talk about it when it comes.
This is why they say move your knights before your bishops. The knights don't have that many squares to go to, so you might as well get that out of the way.
You're saying that when it's got like literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares they can go to, yeah?
Sensible squares. Sensible squares.
Okay, well, considering how many people are watching this and how many votes are in, I'm going to say that no one's topping Knight C3 at the moment. So we'll go with that.
Definitely.
Knight C3 is a good start. And this is always... I mean, I like Knight C3 anyway. It's just, it feels nicely aggressive. I don't know why. I think...
And he's going to play E5? Is this the idea of the Black Line?
Well, no, he may play Knight BD7 first. But he will eventually play E5. E5's coming. And it's whether we want to play F4 and be ultra aggressive against it.
Yeah.
Or we can be calm and just bring the other knight out to F3. Or we can play Bishop C4. No, there's no real bad moves here. The excitement comes in the middle game, 100%, especially against Simon.
Yeah.
So we can't really go wrong.
I used to play this line with black, but it always came out of E4, E5, Knight F3, D6. It was a Philidor, very straightforward Philidor.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm pretty sure it's a Philidor. It's got a nice fancy name. I like the name Black Line. It does sound exciting, but it's basically the Philidor. But Simon plays lots of openings where they've got a boring reputation, but he puts some spice into it, like the London system. He plays that massively aggressively, which I can't.
He could put spice into anything, though. I think.
Probably the Exchange French.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, actually, yeah. I'd like to see that.
He'd probably try.
Yeah. Being a French player himself, he probably wouldn't like it much. But
no, wait, he does.
Who knows?
When he's on stream, he always boos when it's Exchange French.
Good.
Yeah, exactly. Desert Storm Carl saying only if you want to piss him off.
Yeah.
But it's easy to piss him off. You either play the French Exchange, you play Harry against him, or you play the Dutch against him. All 3 of those things will wind him up.
Yeah.
He thinks you're using his own weapons against him. Just like, chill, man. The pieces are for everybody.
And is it being theatrically wound up, or is he genuinely annoyed by the whole thing?
I think he is genuinely annoyed with the exchange French, but anything else is just for fun.
That's fair enough. Fair comment.
Yeah. I mean, I do like it when he pretends to get wound up. It's funny. He once told me in one of my matches against him that he was a lion and I was a gazelle, and lions eat gazelles. And then I won that game, and I luckily got to respond. But sometimes the gazelle eats a lion. And I really enjoyed that.
Charging across the African plain.
I tied him out, and then he fell over, and then I basically pecked him.
Good.
So the biggest worry I have about this vote chess thing, and it's the same as when we played against Battersea, is literally it seems like we've got ages, 38 minutes, but it can drift away really quickly. We've only got to get into some sort of complicated middle game, and then everybody arguing about which vote's best.
Yeah, and then failing to play a move.
Yeah, exactly, and that'll kill us in the endings as well. So I think if we can, we should play the opening at tempo, just to save the time, because there's not too much that can go wrong here. He says.
Well, you got to be very careful, because I remember from the black side of things that the worst lines that I played against were lines where White didn't castle quickly. He just put his pieces on good squares, so knight f3 and bishop c4, and then he played something. I remember one game where he played queen e2, a4, and then he moved his bishop back to a2 and queen c4, and that was a fantastic square for his queen. And I remember being very annoyed by that and completely taken aback.
So hang on a minute, you played the black side of this?
I have played the black side of this.
I missed you saying that earlier.
Yeah, a couple of times. There used to be, when I used to belong to Lewisham Chess Club, there was a history of people in that chess club because somebody had invented this line, which was e4, e5, knight f3, queen e7, and then you just played h6, d6, g5, and then attacked on the king side. And it's similar to the black lion. So I spent a lot of time playing that, and I spent a lot of time playing the Philidor. And there are some lines that I didn't like as much. I like it when White just castles and doesn't think twice about it. And I also like sometimes when they exchange on e5, and you get a good diagonal for your dark squared bishop. You know, the f8 to a3 diagonal.
Yep.
So I'm up for this game because I want to see what it's like from the White side. I know what I hated facing when I played the Philidor. So let's see if we can cause him as much discomfort.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a couple of plans in the chat already. Super Patzer wants to play Queen d3 and castle long quickly.
Yep.
Bill Linton wants to play f4, bishop e2 and bishop e3. Yep, that sounds good too.
Okay.
And that's no castling, so you should be happy.
Yeah, well, I quite like the idea of the queen side castling, but let's see. Even more so, sometimes you can leave your king in the center as long as he leaves his king in the center, and just build up positionally. Like something you can play against the Philidor is just a4, a5, and try and loosen up the queen side.
I saw
normally have to stop you doing that.
Yeah, I saw Adam Hunt do this plan against Simon, and he won fairly easily. Actually, it was quite something. That's the slow plan, which I tried to play in your Golders Green rapid play, and I got stuck by an IM.
Yes.
That was really enjoyable.
It's a good plan, though. It's a good plan. Maybe not the way we played it.
Yeah, I just dropped a pawn and in a piece and in the exchange, and it was embarrassing, really.
Doesn't help.
Hi, Mary Hatman. Thanks for popping by again. He was in the chat earlier on. He's a really strong player, actually. I'm pretty sure he's up near the 190s, 200 range. So the stronger players are here. So we've got some backup, Adam. This is good.
Good.
Vincent wants to offer a draw.
That's it. Ted Mason. That's it.
Ted Mason.
I remember him. Yeah, somebody said in the chat, Ted Mason. He was the big aficionado of the Philidor. We called it. It was kind of Mason's opening, and it was just Queen E7, and just refused to give up the E5 square. You strong pointed E5. You defended it with your knight on D7, your queen on E7, your pawn on D6, and just attacked him on the king side. And Ted's opponents would often just castle king side without thinking twice about it, and you got some really spectacular mates. I never actually saw him play it in person, but our club magazine was full of his games.
So basically you're suggesting we don't castle? Is that literally your number
Well,
one tip
there's a thought. I mean, it's obviously not up to us, is it? It's up to the audience. But there's a thought there. I know what Black wants to do, and I've seen some examples of how it can go horribly wrong for White if he just plays passively and castles unthinkingly.
Examples. No, I know what you mean. It's a very I don't know. Sometimes as an E4 player, I just want to crush people when they play certain openings like the French. I just want to charge down the board and murder them.
Like the Alekhine's defense.
Yeah, something like that, where you just feel like you can't do that against me. What are you doing? And the Philidor's a bit like that, because you feel like, this dark square bishop's rubbish behind his pawn chain when he plays e5. You're like, he's not even playing with all his army. How could he possibly be beating me here? Yeah. And that's what happens. And White does go a bit too silly.
Now, Desert Storm Cat, Carl, he makes a really good point. I know that Simon really hates playing queenless middle games, just basically end games. And if you can get the queens off early, that would be a good thing. But he won't let you. He'll play knight d7 probably before he plays e5. He won't give you the chance to swap off onto gate.
No, he's definitely going to play a knight bd7.
Yeah.
That's the way, yeah. And then apparently this is not the tame line. There's two branches of his chessboard calls, the tame line and the... I don't know what he calls the other one. I guess the killer line or the crazy line. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to play that line, which is going to be when the knight comes out to d7. So
yeah,
it's not going to be a shock when it happens. I guess. What do we want to play when he plays it?
Well, I think we've got to have a strategy, as been pointed out. Maybe not just not castling, but I think containment on the wings. Give him something to think about. Where is our king going to be? Is one thing. We can taunt him by not castling into it, but we do have to have an overall plan. Right. But I think we'll just wait and see what he plays first.
No, he's definitely going to play this move. This is why I'm trying to get some time back for us.
You think you think he's that predictable?
He will be in this case, just because he has to plug his own product. So
good.
So we've got
Excellent.
F4, bishop c4, bishop e3.
Yeah.
Maybe not bishop e3 because I don't like knight g5, g4, knight g4, knight f3.
Yeah.
We can play it really quietly with h3.
Yeah.
So these are all the main options, guys. So what do you fancy? Oh,
he's taking quite a long time about his moves.
And now he's played knight bd7, like I said.
Oh yeah, as predicted.
So what do you fancy, guys? We've got one knight f3, one bishop c4. Those super Patzers teetering on the brink. He doesn't know if he wants to go to bishop e3 now instead. So 2 for knight f3.
Wow, we've got 1 of every move.
3. No, it's all racking up now. We've got 3 for knight f3.
Knight f3 3 times, bishop c4 twice.
Yeah, though we're not sure whether we should take bishop c4, bishop e3, because Super Patz is trying to vote for every move on the board. It covers your bases. Oh no, he's gone for bishop c4. Okay, so 2 for bishop c4, 3 for knight f3. I'm going to make the move about 37 minutes and 50 seconds. So we've got 15 seconds. It looks like it's going to be knight f3.
Yeah.
Which, unless something drastic happens in the next 4 seconds. Bill's changed his mind as well. Don't do that, Bill. Or actually, no, Bill didn't vote before. So we got a tie vote: bishop c4 and knight f3. I'll give you the deciding vote, Adam. Which one do you want?
Oh, I would tend to go with knight f3.
Knight f3 is going to be played. It's on the board. Yeah. Right, just got to pop back. I'll be back in 1 minute. I can't speak English.
I don't know where JT's gone, but that gives me an opportunity to say I've spent all day running my... I wouldn't say it was my first online event, but my second official online event. I had an event on leechess.org, which was basically 5 arenas in a row to try and mimic a 5-round rapid play tournament. 5 minutes and 3 seconds added on every move. We've been doing that all day, and we had let's have a think, about 150 people join, and each round had about 50 people. And overall, it was a fantastic outcome for my first events online. And you can check out the results if you go to chessengland.com.
I dare you put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'm
plugging.
I know I can hear you.
chessengland.com, and you can have a look at all the results. I will put it in the chat.
I'm doing it while you're talking.
Thank you. And I think we will be doing another one. I've already put another one in the calendar for next Sunday. I think that's the 29th. And, I'll be able to set that up and you can sign up for it.
It's all right, Super. I've allowed him to plug away. I mean, I'm not paying him, so as a backup commentator,
aren't you? I'm off.
Yeah, okay. He can't resist a Philidor. He's just told you how much he's interested in the white side of it, so he's going everywhere.
That's good. Anything about Simon Williams is always interesting because he's such an interesting character. I mean,
he really is.
Who else in chess is like Simon that has this kind of broad range of appeal? Kids love him. I've actually been at tournaments where I've run the tournament and the kids come in and they literally run towards Simon with books, begging him to sign them, begging him to sort of look at their games and, treating him a bit like a film star, and it's really great because they know him from all his videos.
Yeah, exactly. He is about as big as film stars as England are going to get for a chess grandmaster.
Exactly.
If you think about some of the other grandmasters in the English game, he's not exactly like those. Right, so
not just the English game. So E5, we knew that. We knew that was coming.
And Mary Hatman's voting for Bishop C4 already.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an option. Bishop C4. What else have we got? We've got Bishop E2, Bishop E3 still. Maybe not Bishop E3. I still don't like Knight G. I don't know how good that is, actually.
Hello, Percy.
So say we played Bishop E3. Are we really bothered about Knight dropping into G4? Do we care? Probably do.
Instinctively, I don't like Bishop E2. It's too passive. Bishop D3 is kind of in the way. Bishop E3 does look a bit vulnerable to Knight G4.
Yeah, exactly.
Bishop C4 seems like the obvious. I mean, this is a Philidor, and that's the obvious move.
Yeah, I mean, that diagonal's a pretty good diagonal, especially while the light square bishop is stuck behind the knight.
And you don't really get an awful lot of choices in this position apart from taking on E5, which is really bad, I think.
I agree. Yeah, we don't trade. That's not gonna, because that basically helps out that dark square bishop I was telling you about.
Precisely.
I like it being stuck behind the bishop.
We love the dark square bishop.
We want to keep it as bad as possible for as long as possible.
Yeah.
We've had a fair few votes for Bishop C4 at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll give you another 10 seconds. Obviously, as I was saying earlier, I'd like to catch up some time here. Yeah, we've got some more. Yeah, we've got about 5 votes for Bishop C4. I know that's not inconclusive amount, but I like Bishop C4, and I suspect you do too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play it. And just tell people that when they're voting, just vote faster.
So basically, we're chugging along in theoretical waters here. So he could move faster, I think. I'm surprised that he's not. He must be caught up with commentary on another game.
Oh yeah, he's definitely making fun of certain people or certain and stuff.
Exactly. Depending on who's playing, I'm sure he'll get round to you.
Yeah, I'm sure we're getting our fair share of abuse. He's probably forgotten that I've done a vote chess match here and probably thinks it's just me.
Yeah.
So, he's going, Chesspatzer, he's a really aggressive player, he always plays like this, And then we have the most positional game that you can imagine.
Yep. I'm glad to see Percy on the chat. I'm glad he's cheered up by our presence. That's good.
Mary Hatman saying we should be considering whether we're going to castle or not. Next move.
I've seen games where you go Bishop C4 and then Queen E2 first to kind of keep him guessing. You don't have to castle immediately.
Yeah, I quite like Queen E2.
You kind of chuck in. You can chuck in A4 if he looks like he's going to get frisky on the queen side.
He's going to play C6. 100% he's going to play C6 and Queen C7. It's just the setup for this.
Is that how he sets it up?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So Queen C6, normally you would play A4, A5 and kind of restrain the queen side.
What I'm putting on the board now is what his general plan will be. I know that's a bit messy, guys, but that is basically what he'll do, and that's why he's not going to waste any time. He's probably going to do that almost against anything we do.
Yeah.
And the most dangerous one there is if we play H3 into it.
Yeah.
So
this is why it's so great to play things like this, which is the systems that you can just basically set your pieces up the way you like it, what the other side does, like the London system. You just got to be careful And in recent over the board games, I haven't been quite as careful against the London system. And I got caught out a few times, so I've got to be extra careful here, not just to give you stereotypical ideas. We've got to think.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to fall for anything like bishop takes f7 check, knight g5 check. But you never know.
No.
Maybe he has. There you go. There is a line here. There is a line here that you can play.
What's this line?
Bishop takes f7 check and
king takes
knight g5.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's very good in the end. I think he puts his king on g8.
I don't want to give Simon a piece.
No, but then you play knight e6, takes c7, takes the rook on a8, but he gets a massive attack as a result. So
do you really
we don't give Simon any chances to do that.
No, we want to bore him to death if possible.
Absolutely, in the nicest possible way.
Right, so he's gone with bishop e7. So moves are castles, obviously. We've been talking about this. What else have we had? Let's have a quick look down at the chat. A3 has been suggested, or Queen E2, like you suggested. I quite like Queen E2.
Somebody suggested D5, and I know a lot of players will do that. They'll try and dissipate the kind of tension in the centre by playing D5, but
D5
that's probably
walks
not
into C6. C6 will be played instantly there. He's actually ready to fight for the centre already because he's nicely compacted in the centre.
And we just make our bishop c4 bad, and we really want a pawn on c4, not the bishop.
Yeah.
And the only thing about a3 is we are going to have to play a4 to stop him playing b5 and a6 and getting a massive queenside position. So probably a3 is just a waste of a tempo. We might as well just play a4 at some point.
Bill's suggesting h4.
Bill, what is the idea of h4? That's interesting.
It's a Harry attack, no? It works against everybody. It's also Lila Alpha Zero, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Are you basically playing that against h6 and g5?
Yeah, that would stop that plan. That is true.
Yeah. It doesn't always work because it leaves you weak on g4, and I don't know. H4 looks a bit wild, doesn't it?
Yeah, I quite like it. Funny enough, but that's
you would.
That's my kind of style. So
yeah.
Okay, so we've got quite a few votes here actually. So let's have a look. What have we got? We've got castles. Castles is less risky if we delay h3. That's true.
Yeah.
Castles again. So we've got 3 votes for castles so far. Anything else, guys? Give it another 20 seconds. Bill's backing down. He's saying h4 is not serious.
Well, it's interesting. I once played Michael Basman, and I knew he was going to play h6 and g5, so I played one h4. And that wasn't probably a great move. So
hang on, we've got 2 for Queen E2, 3 for castles. So
yeah.
Give it a little bit longer, because this is quite critical already, which way we're going to go with the plan. Another Queen E2. Yeah. Another castles, of course. So castles is 1 up at the moment.
Yeah.
So a tiny bit
It isn't totally obvious that black is going to castle here, actually. He could just play c6 and h6 and just wait.
He will definitely wait.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so we know what he's up to.
Yeah, he's trying to be sneaky, but you can't be that sneaky if you play the same thing every game.
Not when you publish videos about it.
No, exactly. No. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to castle, because I think castle had it by 1. Can you double check my numbers? I think that's right on the chat.
Okay, I'm biased, obviously. Queen E2 had, let's have a look, 1, 2, 3. And castles had
I forget
1,
4.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Alright, castles it is. We said we would go with what they say. So, nothing wrong with castles. I mean, that's a bad sign if we're terrified to castle in this position.
Exactly.
With all these pieces all the way over here.
Yeah. He's psychologically won the battle if we can't castle with compunction. Yeah, just castle.
Whichever way we castle, he's going to win. Oh, it's so scary.
But it'll be interesting to see how he wins. No, we're going to crush him. We're going
to win. We're better developed. We've got a really
It's already been said in the chat. He's going to be so upset when we stomp him.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to cry into his microphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Desert Storm's fallen asleep. He's not terrified yet. Super Pats is devastated. he was really hoping for castle queenside.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have castled. I would have played Queen E2, but that's the point of chess votes.
And now he's berating you because he told you. I mean, you told us that no one should castle.
Yeah, but there you go. it can't be a bad move. I mean, generally what I do in positions like this is I think to myself, how could that be wrong? What mistakes have I made in this position that might make castling a bad move? And I have made none. It is too early to give up on this position. So it's a main line.
We don't need to quit chess just yet. I think castling in a developing way is probably not the worst.
I think castling is good.
Though I'm really interested by Queen E2. But I think he'd literally wait. He would try and just outweight us. He would literally... he's still going to do the same thing anyway, I think.
Well, probably Queen E2 is okay, but castling must be the main line. I mean, it's just such an obvious move. Bishop takes F7 check I've seen many times, and it's never come off very well for white.
He'll know it. It looks like Mary Hatman said in the chat that he'll know it. I mean, he will. Of course he will.
He will definitely know it. You have to know it.
When people play the Petrov, you gamble massively if you want to go into the Cochrane Gambit, because you have to assume they know what it is. And it's, though, admittedly, a lot of people don't know the Cochrane Gambit, and I do chuckle.
No, it's amazing how devastating it can be.
Yeah.
So he's played C6.
Of course, there is no way he's not going to play his plan. I'm telling you, this is happening.
Yeah.
Knight's coming here. I don't know if he's going to, because we haven't played H3 yet, I don't know if he's going to go with the H6, G5 manoeuvre, but he'll definitely bring his knight into G6. And just carry on and wait and see what we do.
Yeah. So C6 is a good move because it stops bishop takes F7 check tricks, but it also means we should play A4 here because he's threatening B5.
Yeah, we don't want him to take too much space. I mean, we highly recommend A4 here, guys, if you're thinking of other stuff. And the other thing about C6 is it actually defends the D5 square. It's quite annoying.
Yeah.
You can't just jump in. Lots of little lines. You want to jump your knight into D5 and he's just completely taken out of the table.
Very good, yeah.
We've got a lot of A4s. I think we're going to play A4 here, but just because lots of people are voting for it, and to be fair, we don't want him to play B5 because that'd be a bit of a shame whilst going backwards.
I like the way ChesspatzerUK says, I was enjoying the Petrov until someone played the Cochrane Gambit. It wasn't fair.
No, I think that's right. It's dangerous.
It's not fair. People shouldn't be allowed to play things like the Exchange French or the Cochrane Gambit.
It should be banned. There should be a list of banned chest openings.
Charlie Chesscat is on.
Oh, we've got a spy. Hi, Charlie Chesscat. Reporting back.
I'm following their Twitter feed. It's really good.
He's going to come back and he's going to get straight on to Simon and say, "Oh, they're conspiring," and which we definitely are. I don't think it's a secret.
Yeah, that's good. I don't think there's anything secret about this position so far.
No, not really.
Tough decisions. We've got tough decisions to come, and we've only got 30 minutes left.
So we're considering A5 as our next move.
That is definitely. I think Black would, normally in these sort of positions, in the Philidor, you play A5 to stop that. So it must be a good move if he doesn't stop it.
Oh, you think
he'll play B6?
A5? You think he'll play A5, do you?
Well, I don't know, because I think he's got his own ideas about how to play these positions.
Well,
but
I know how he's going to play it. Again, I watch a lot of Simon Williams, but he's going to play Rook B8, and he's going to play B5 anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we won't necessarily play A5.
Those are his two plans. That's the tame line, depending on if he bothers to do it or not. But it'll be Rook B8 and then B5. And if he goes for the aggressive one, he'll go Knight F8 to G6.
Yeah.
So let's see what he does. I doubt he'll castle. I think we could probably stake some sort of money on lack of castle.
Well, castling is the most obvious move, which is why he's not going to play
it. Yeah.
And I think you're right, Queen C7.
Yeah, Queen C7, just wait. Yep.
Yeah. And then he's going to play H6 and B5 or G5, definitely.
Percy, don't give yourself a hard time. You're a good player. Don't give me that rubbish.
Yeah.
You perk up whenever you feel like, and you tell us what you're thinking. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah. But Percy's got a point. What is wrong with developing? Well, sometimes you develop pieces and then they just become targets. Which is why people play things like the modern. They let their opponents do the developing and then they kind of snipe at them from the sides.
Well, the thing is, Percy, just to answer your question quickly about A4, say we played something like Bishop G5. I mean, it's not a particularly good move. Yeah. But just for principle, and then he plays B5. When you put your light square bishop, you probably want to maintain it on the diagonal and you drop it back. And then suddenly he's playing A5. And, black's suddenly coming at you on the queen side where you probably want to play.
Yep. And your bishop is trapped, and E4 pawn looks a bit dodgy as well. You can play B4 and kick the knight away.
So that's why we like A4.
Yeah. Stop him doing everything with tempo.
Right. So yeah, Queen C7 almost definitely going to come next. And then again, what are we going to do with our dark square bishop, Adam? Any ideas?
I'm like you. I think Bishop G5 is probably the wrong place to put it. I think I'm probably going to suggest something like Queen E2 or Rook E1, or maybe Queen E2 and Rook D1.
Doesn't answer my question. What do you do with your dark square bishop,
Adam? What have I seen people do with it?
Can we get it to A3 somehow? Is that a place
Well,
for bishop?
I know that's an idea, definitely. But if he's going to go H6 and G5, we need to think about. He's going to undermine our knight on F3, and we need to find somewhere to put it. So probably Bishop E3, so that we can then put the knight on D2.
But then you're tempting us to play something like H3, and that's not going to happen. No. We're not playing H3.
No, I'm not tempted.
Rule 1, no H3.
Yeah, I'm not tempted.
Yeah, no, I am going to leave it Merry Hatman. It's just I'm talking about, what do we want to do with it in the future? Because like any game of chess, and I'm not teaching you how to suck eggs here, I'm sure. But at some point, you got to decide where you're going to put your pieces, and that's where you'll build your strategy around. So that dark square bishop, a bit like the C8 bishop, it hasn't got any plans just yet. But it's nice to consider where you'd like it at some point. That's all I'm saying. Boy.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Right, so we've got choices. We've got Rook E1, as we've been discussing, Queen E2. We can play A4 and carry on, taking the space on the Queen side.
Yeah.
And that's about as far as I'm going for my 3 suggestions. Any others?
I don't know. I think I'm tending towards Queen E2.
You're liking this Queen E2, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's flexible. I like it.
Flexible, that's the word. Thank you.
It's flexible, and it does eye up the B5 square, which is where some action might happen at some point.
Yeah, I was completely incoherent, but now I think you've got the word flexible.
Flexible, wicked.
Definitely.
Yeah, see, this is why you keep me around, yeah? I can come up with big words.
This is why you've got me as a guest, so that I can occasionally just guess words.
just say enough words, Adam. One of them will stick, yeah?
I'll put them one after the other, and at some point they'll be in the right order, and they'll make some sense.
We're getting a lot of Queen E2 votes, I think. We've got 1, 2, 3. Any more, guys? It'd be nice to stay ahead of Simon on the clock if we can. We've got a nice 6-minute buffer at the moment. Another Queen E2. I think we're playing Queen E2.
Looks like Queen E2.
And Desert Storm Carl's asking if E takes D. We'll just do Knight takes D. That's fine. You want a knight in the centre of the board.
Yeah.
So basically, if he took Desert Storm Carl, God, I keep getting it in the wrong order. If Knight takes, we're also eyeing up putting a knight on F5 as well, which would be nice.
As long as we're not dropping any material, that's okay.
Yeah, it looks alright. It's done anyway.
Yeah.
We played it.
Yeah, I think the 2 candidate moves were always going to be Queen E2 or Rook E1, and I don't know. Maybe I want to put my rook on D1.
Bill was also mentioning the old cheapo tactic of let's go back 1 move. Say it was Black's move. Knight takes E4, and then of course Knight takes E4 and then D5. That's I've seen that sacrifice quite often.
Yep. But in this position, because he hasn't castled, I think he probably couldn't get away with something like that. Mary Hatman made a really good point. A knight on D4 might be a little loose. It's not guarded by anything, but it's only loose if there's some way of exploiting it.
Yeah,
so it's only a weakness if you can exploit it. You're right.
Yeah, that is true.
And also we can jump to F5 or something horrible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That'd be great for us.
Won't like it.
If we could dream, we'd love to just, if we can cheat, we could just move the knight up 2 squares. Would be nice.
Yeah, that was on my mind actually. Knight H4 to F5. If he's not going to castle and you can go Knight H4 to F5, that would be great. But he's got some tactics, so I don't know. Have to be very careful about putting a knight on H4.
Yep, let's not worry about it. You're right. Straight away, he's got knight takes E4. I think actually no, knight takes E4 doesn't work because the queen will recapture and defend the knight. No.
Yeah.
So maybe something to consider.
Yep, definitely. That's definitely one of them.
It's not cheating. It is cheating if I break the rules of chess.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's just not quite working. It's not letting me pre-move knight F5.
You can't do that, can you, on ChessBase? You can't make illegal moves.
It's not fair. Well, it is fair. To be fair, it is fair. Yes.
But in your head, yes, you're thinking, I want to put my pieces on their best squares. Where are these best squares in my fantasy world where I can just drop
Yeah.
them anywhere I like? And that is good. Knight F5.
Have you
I
read
mean,
Reassess Your
I'd love
Chess
to.
by Jeremy Silver?
Years ago, I have got it here somewhere, but I haven't read it for ages. He's a good writer.
And
Everything he writes is good.
he suggests the fancy position, and that's how I got a good 20 points stronger. Actually, it was just like
Yeah,
it was just like a freeing moment in my mind where I'm like, oh yeah, I can just imagine a piece somewhere and just work out backwards how to get it there.
exactly.
I mean, it sounds so simple, but it's just such a great. Really helps you become creative because you're like, well, I know
Yeah,
what I'm in a good attacking place if I can get this to do, and then you just trace
yeah.
back. How do you do it?
Yep, and little things that people suggest, and I can't remember who suggested this, but things like, if you're in a position and you just haven't got a plan, you should just try and improve the worst placed piece. And things like that you pick up from books, they really help. General planning is actually, because I'm quite good at analysing, but sometimes I just put my pieces on completely weird squares, and I think, well, why did I do that? And this helps stop me do it. If I think,
Yeah,
how can I improve the position of that piece, I won't play Rook A3 or something.
Rook A3 is a great move. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
It's got lots of life there. I'm guessing you're imagining it like in Silman's world, that it's going to go to B3 or swing all the way over to G3.
H3, and then mate on H7. That's what I want.
That's the
But
way. That's
he's
the
not.
Adam way of thinking.
He's not going to castle though, is he? You're telling me he's not going to castle, and I know he's not going to
No,
castle
why
because he's
would you?
taking so long
You
about his
don't.
next move.
You really don't need to castle in a position where you've got all these pieces in front of your king. It's just there's
Yeah.
just no need yet. We've got
Okay.
no additional pressure along the A2 G8 diagonal. So
Not yet.
he does have to, no, but this is
Not yet.
obviously we've got knight G5 in the air.
But I know that I've had a game where black just went. I mean, went wrong spectacularly. White just went bishop A2 and queen C4, and all of a sudden you've got these tricks with knight B5 or knight D5 because the queen on C7 is hanging. And I remember losing this game and thinking, what did I do wrong? And that was it. That my opponent knew where to put his pieces, and I was still playing stereotypical moves. Now, who was asked that question? That's a good one. ChesspatzerUK said, "What's wrong with B4?" Well, I think B4 might be a bit loosening.
It's loose at the moment,
but
yeah.
it's loose.
You might play
Yeah.
D5 there. That might be a bit of a crisis moment.
Yeah, but he's gone H6 as predicted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm unsure. I didn't think he was going to stick with his plan until we played H3. I thought he'd wait because, like, if he plays G5, which will be the follow-up almost definitely after he's played Knight F8.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just move the knight away, and there's no scariness. If he pushes all the way to G4 and kicks the knight, usually it's a pain if you've got the H pawn because something's going to happen. The H3 pawn.
Yeah.
But in this position, the knight just darts away. I don't know where we're going to put it yet, but
Well, we have to watch out for the D4 pawn. So we've either got to play Rook D1 so we can move the knight, or we've got to take on E5, which again we're not that happy about, or we could do the maneuver Bishop A2 and Queen C4, which is quite devious, or some other move. But I think those are the candidate moves.
So hang on, you're actually talking about now the candidate. Sorry, mate, I switched off.
That's all right. That's my wife does it all the time.
I was like, he's talking. Oh, actually, he's telling me moves. Oh, I better get back in the room. So what's our candidate moves again? What are you suggesting?
I think in this position after H6, we're gonna worry about G5, G4, and then the pawn on D4 is hanging. So we're gonna play Rook D4, Rook D1 rather.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna play D takes E5, so we don't have to worry about the pawn. I don't like that so much. Or we're gonna play Bishop A2, which looks strange, but we're going to go Queen C4 and mate him.
Oh, mate him on F7.
Take on F7. Or we're going to go Knight B with the Queen on C4. We can go Knight B5 or Knight D5 in some positions because the Queen is hanging.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility, but I haven't calculated it. I just know that you are going to have to worry about your D4 pawn right now.
I like Rook D1. I like bringing rooks into the game that way round. That's something very satisfying about it. It's like a Smith-Morra. I feel like
it's consistent.
I feel like we're going for
it. Yeah. What does the audience say?
Yeah, it's true. So what we got in here?
Let's have a look.
D takes E5 seems simplest by Mary.
It is, but that doesn't mean it's the best idea. But it is definitely the simplest.
Desert Storm Carl wants to play Knight H4. Sorry.
D4 is hanging. Got to watch out for that.
D4 is definitely hanging. That's not a bad idea though. Back to that idea. If we could play that and then he played G5 against us, we'd nip into F5 and be very happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got to do something about this pawn.
There's a Storm Castles D takes e5. Now, if we took on e5, do you think he'd take back with the knight, or do you think he'd take back with the pawn? If I could get him to take back with the pawn, I think I would play it, because I think then I can go knight h4. But he's probably still got knight c5 and just getting out of the way. And if we go knight f5, he can just take it. And our pawns look a bit manky.
He could take back with the pawn, Adam. That makes his dark square bishop better as well. I don't think he'll swap pieces because he'll probably want to mate us. He's not that kind of player.
Yeah.
He won't swap pieces if he can help it.
That's why we love him.
It's great.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's take this vote seriously. Then we probably should get it on the board. So what have we got?
I'm voting. I'm not allowed to vote.
You're not. Sorry, mate. You can have deciding votes, but that's about all I'll give you. So Bill likes bishop a2 with the queen c4 plan. I like that too, just saying, because it's really aggressive. Mary Hatman's obviously gone for d takes e. Bill's changed his mind and gone rook d1. So I guess we'll stick with that for now.
Yeah.
Mary Hatman's also decided to switch to rook d1 after what you've been saying. ChesspatzerUK says rook d1. Super Pat says d takes e. Vincent's d takes e. So that's 2 for d takes e and about 4, I think, for rook d1.
Yeah.
We'll give it another 10 seconds, see if anyone else wants to jump on.
And what's his plan after that? Do you think he's going to go knight f8 or he's going to go g5 straight away?
Let's have a look. He said, Bill's saying bishop a2 is too optimistic. But I like the idea, Adam. That's a good idea. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, my friend, for that.
Thank you.
No, honestly,
I appreciate the fact that you appreciate it.
I wouldn't considered it at all. So it's nice to have that idea in the back.
I just thought I'd chuck it in there as an idea.
Okay, it looks like rook d1's going to get played because it had the most votes, and I think that's how this works.
Apparently.
Until I get like too flustered and then obviously start taking the moves. And sorry, guys, I apologise in advance.
Come on, Simon, play e takes d4. That's what we want. E takes d4. Go
on. Make our game easy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Play into what we want.
Yeah.
So as stated, I don't think he will. I think he'll play knight f8 personally.
Knight f8, yeah.
And he'll hold back playing g5 straight away because he'll want us to play h3 first. He's still waiting for h3.
We're not going to play h3. We're not going to play.
No, h3's banned, guys. Just like the French exchange.
We're going to taunt him.
Just say every move he'd be expecting to see h3 and it won't come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll show.
I like the previous idea of knight h4. You know, in this sort of position, if you can get away with knight h4 to f5, before he's played g5, I like that because he's not going to play g5 once you've got knight h4.
No, and funny enough, it also plays slightly against knight f8 as well because we're already attacking g6 with the knight h4.
So I think he's going to go g5 to stop knight h4 because this is the moment where you can play knight h4 and get away with it. So knight f8, knight h4 might be an idea, but if he goes g5, you can forget it forever.
Forever? They'll never forget.
Well, not forever, but
you know, time's
for the next half an hour anyway.
If we wait for the next half hour, we lose on time. I just hope you're taking that into account.
Yeah. I love chess. It's so full of ideas.
Yeah, it's rich. I don't understand why people don't like this game. They're wrong. Do you know, earlier I was watching Chess 24. They had 20,000 viewers for the candidates.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, I am. This is chess. You got to understand. Even like die-hard chess fans can't be bothered to watch.
But in this current, I mean, I'm not going to mention the word, but in this current climate, you know, I think there's a lot of people, you know, who are interested in chess and have discovered it. And I think I was talking to the guys at League Chess, leaguechess.org, and they were telling me that their traffic has increased 30% over the last week.
They've been tweeting saying, "Oh, the server's just about coping." And
yeah. They're going to have to move server because so many people are discovering chess online because they have to. And I'm not surprised about the candidates. The commentary is really good. You know, it's very entertaining. You can pick your commentators, but they're really good.
Yeah, no, that's it. And then it's nice that there's a few options as well. Like I mentioned Chess 24 and they had 20,000, but Chess.com also had like 12,000, 13,000.
Yeah.
So in total, I mean, as someone's pointing out in the chat, that's not big in the realms of real sports watching, but from chess watching, I remember when the big channels were only getting 300-400 people watching.
Yeah,
and it wasn't that long ago.
I think things will change gradually, but at the moment, the some of the chess commentators are better than others,
Yes.
and they're entertaining, and they can present it to an audience. I mean, a massive audience out there who they aren't, regular players. They just know about chess and they love the idea of chess, and they're still not pitching the commentary to the right level for those people. It's still, I mean, we appreciate it. It's really good commentary, but it's still pitched at too high a level for those people.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The sponsors, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, you've seen it before. Any sponsors of major chess tournaments tend to be like IT companies, etc. Because they want to be
or gambling companies.
Well, gambling
sadly.
could be a big route for chess. I've always thought this, especially now that
I
you
hope
watch
not,
football or rugby. No,
you're probably right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's just it's two people playing against each other. You can bet on free results. You know what the gambling industry. I think you can bet on the candidates.
I think you probably can.
So, there is a market for it, but the difference between something like chess... Oh, he's played G5. The difference of chess and football, for instance, is people can load up stockfish, and then, when gambling's involved, how do you control all the parties that are tempted?
So what's the best commentary for the candidates? I tend to actually, after a while, I kind of switch it off and go to followchess.com and just watch the games. But I like... is it Miroshchenko is a Russian grandmaster.
I know who you're talking about. He sounds so depressed the whole time, but he comes up with some
I know.
good
I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Russian literature.
He's deadpan, but he is funny. Yeah, I agree.
He is funny.
If you take him the wrong way, you'll think he's just really dour and like, why is he so?
No, he's very droll. Yeah, very droll.
Exactly. So anyway, G5's on the ball, Adam. We'll come back to commentators because I know a really good one. I think we're playing him actually. We probably should give him a working over so he doesn't dare play us again. So he stopped our knight h4 maneuver, so he knows what he's doing. It's like he's a grandmaster or something.
It's almost like he's played this line a few times.
Yeah, do you think he should do a course on it?
Yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah, he should pay us for plugging.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what are we going to do? Are we going to take in the centre, give ourselves some room?
We don't like. I think to be consistent, we don't like taking on e5.
Well,
we do like. We don't like playing h3, do we?
I argue with you. We're definitely not playing h3, but I argue. I quite like d takes e.
I think
because he's opened up the side of the king. The king side's now open, and I don't think his king's so safe in the centre anymore.
Timing is everything, and we can do that. We can do that when it suits us. I think you need to drink a lot more water and play a5.
Yeah, I'm not against a5 either because we were talking about that.
Hydrate, and grab space. Because what's he going to do? He's not playing like a grandmaster. This is like a beginner's opening for black.
You what?
in brackets, I love it, but
So what are you saying? You're saying if he plays g4, we're going to just go back to trying to play knight h4, sorry.
Or I think we'd go knight h4 straight away.
Yeah. So we're not
evil laugh.
We're not too scared at the moment about g4 charging down the board at us.
No, I think so. And if we panicked, we could probably play knight e1. But I think the idea is we wanted to play knight h4, and he's helping us by he's not going to go g4. He's going to go knight f8 and do what you suggested, knight g6.
He's going to try and get
knight f4.
Yeah, he's trying to get his knight to f4, 100%.
And then when we take, does he take with the g pawn and then mate us on g2?
Yeah, that's what he's trying. It's good that you're in his head.
It's almost like I've seen this plan before, and I used to play this sort of nonsense myself, so I know what kind of stuff is going on here. I'm just trying to think, how can we make it as uncomfortable for him to do that as possible? And we could go a4, a5, a6. That doesn't really help, does it? We need a plan, guys. We need a plan.
Well, if we do take in the centre, seeing as Mary Hatman suggested it.
Okay.
What's your follow-up, Mary Hatman? Just very interested. He also likes a5 as well, and I like a5 as well. So I'm happy with either of these two moves.
We're in trouble. Vincent's given up already.
Vincent hasn't given up. Vincent wants to offer a draw, and he wanted to offer a draw from probably move 2.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. He likes to offer a draw, does half Vincent.
Yeah.
Even my wife just said his life is a draw.
Yeah, life is a draw. She's very profound, that is true. In the end.
Oh, we've got a couple of votes coming in here. I mean, like obviously he's catching us up on the clock now because we're only 4 minutes ahead of him. We've got D takes E's got 1 vote. D5's got 1 vote.
Yep.
Two D takes E5s. Anything else, guys?
God, that worries me.
Oh, well, we have to play what people want to play. We can only advise. That's all we can do.
No, that's true. That's true. Well, to be fair, that's got what we're going to follow it up with. That's the other thing. If this were a blitz game,
I agree.
What would we do next move?
I agree.
If he goes D takes E5, what's our next move? Are we going Bishop E3 or?
Do we swap? Well, do we play both plans and D takes E and in A5?
Right. Yeah. D takes E5. I don't know. We've been saying don't play D takes E5. Don't take D takes E5. Now we're saying
you have been saying it a lot.
He's played G5. Now we're going to go and play D takes E5. What's changed that makes it okay to play it in that position?
Don't know, but people aren't voting. Oh, Past Pawn's jumped in. He's got A5, the first A5. So we've got 1 D5, 1 A5, 2 D takes E5.
Go on, let's go for it.
We've got 3 D takes E5s. We've got Bishop E3, controversial, thrown in there.
I think Bishop E3 is a sensible move. Yeah.
Mary Hatman's saying Bishop E3 as well. Super Patch is saying Bishop E3, so that's 3 Bishop E3s. How many A5s was it again? Is it 4 A5s?
Let's have a look. No, I think the Bishop E3s have it actually.
Yeah, Vincent's changed his mind. He's gone back to Bishop E3.
Yep.
So Bishop E3 it is.
Great.
It's on the board.
Great.
So Vincent's also saying Bishop E3, Knight G4, Bishop C1. Alla Vincent. Oh, you gotta love a man who's consistent. So he's basically saying Knight comes in, Bishop goes back, and I guess you want Knight F6 again, Vincent, yeah? Let's see.
He just wants to offer a draw.
He does. No, see, there you go. He's saying yes. He wants a repetition. Draw by repetition. He just can't help it. Oh, he's played A5. That's ruined our secondary plan. Our backup, our continuation.
There is no backup.
A5 on the board.
That's interesting. He played that very quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, he wants to catch up some time. He knows about us being ahead on time.
Yeah.
So we're back to what we were talking about 5 seconds ago then. Are we now going to play D takes E? Because how else do we improve our position here?
We've still got Bishop A2 and Queen C4, you know that.
Oh, you love...
Still got it.
It's still there in the books, guys. We can checkmate him on
I'm just saying, you know.
If he's not paying attention. I'll tell you what, that would get a good comment in the chat. Simon's commentary if we tried to mate him with the Queen and Bishop battery.
He'd love it, wouldn't he? He's going to go Knight F8. He's going to go Knight G6. So at that point...
We would have mated him.
We are mating him, yeah.
If he does that plan.
If he just ignores us.
I like Bishop A2 just for a move. It's a waiting move to see what he's going to do as well. Because maybe he doesn't have too many active plans apart from bringing the knight all the way around to F4, which takes time.
Yeah.
So what else? I mean, honestly, running out of ideas, aren't we? So D takes E, Bishop A2. Is there anything else?
Yeah. There is the H3 move that we don't want to talk about.
We're not playing H3.
We're not playing it. He's going to go Knight F8. So let's think. If I went Bishop A2 and he went Knight F8, Queen C4, I'm just dreaming. Yeah, then he can...
But your Knight B5 idea is quite good there as well, if the Queen's on C4, because he can't play A6 anymore.
No, and if he goes Knight E6, we can go D5, something like that. But I don't know whether it's quick enough.
Yeah, Mary Hatton's saying Bishop A2 makes some sense now because we can't push the pawn anymore, which is right.
Yeah.
I think that's right. I think we clear the way. Vincent's going for Bishop B3
good
though.
Square.
I don't know why B3 or A2. What's better, Adam? Honestly, why is Bishop B3 not doing the same thing?
Actually, I've got no idea. I just thought Bishop A2 made more sense to give. I don't know. Actually, I can't think. It's just that the game that I remember is that where White had such a good position, it was Bishop A2, and maybe it makes more sense just to leave more squares for your Queen.
And Mary Hammond's saying if we swap on D takes E, maybe we're given the C5 square that attacked the bishop with the knight.
Yes.
I like Bishop A2, and seeing as we've only seen to. Am I right in saying we've only really got two options? Do we ever want to move the knight on f3 back to e1 into d3? Is this an idea? Or is that just moving around for the sake of moving around?
No, that's called manoeuvring.
Well, it's getting the knight out of the way of any pawn storms. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, exactly, and you could definitely do that, but might be a bit.
We don't need to do it yet. He may force us to do it. We still want to play knight h4. You're right. We still want to get this in if he plays g.
Precisely, yeah. If he forces a g4 and then we go knight h4 to f5, we're happy.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess there's not many votes on this, but we're going to go... options. So we're going to go d takes e or bishop a2, guys. So what do you want? Because he's ahead of us on time now as well, so we probably need to speed this up a tiny bit.
Don't panic.
Oh, well, I'm conscious of the time. We've got quite a few bishop a2s. We've got at least 4 bishop a2s. Percy's gone for... So we've got 1 d takes e. Super Pats... Oh, and we've got pass pawn bishop a2 as well. Super Pats are saying knight e1 will probably happen at some point. Yeah, it's possible. If it doesn't...
Only if he forces us.
Yeah. Bill's gone for d takes e. I think we're going to go for bishop a2.
Yeah.
Bishop a2. Cool, at least there's an idea behind it. I quite like this blunt instrument, queen c4. It just tickles me, if nothing else. It just...
Yeah.
If Simon doesn't laugh if that comes onto the board, he hasn't got a soul.
Yeah. Well, I can be honest with you and say that when I had this game, I would never have thought of this maneuver myself. So it's not my maneuver. It's somebody played it against me, and I just thought that is a very good example of how to improve your pieces. The c4 square was sitting there waiting to be occupied by the queen, which then produces all these other opportunities.
Yeah.
I would never have thought of playing bishop a2 and queen c4. It's just so bloody cheeky. I just thought...
It's almost like beginners hackers chess. Like I like checkmating people, so I like lining up my queen.
But with the subtle positional element of putting the queen onto a really good square, centralising it.
Yeah, no, I like it, and the second option of I know it sounds silly, but it's not the checkmate threat on f7 that's pleasing me the most. But I'm really liking knight b5.
That kind of thing, definitely.
Just like it. It just feels like it could be sneaky. Something.
I like the fact that we could do to him what he would like to do to us.
We're already sort of lining up to d6 after we take d takes e, because the rook's going to be on the right place. The knight's going to be looking to come into d6 as well. I mean, I don't know how we get the bishop from e3 to c5 or something like this. I know he gets moves too. But
you love your arrows, don't you, Jack?
I am basically Robin Hood. I've said this before, and I don't take it back.
I do love the arrows. I really missed your arrows.
I'm basically either Robin Hood or I'm a painter decorator, because I like painting all over the board.
Yeah, I love it. That's a good idea. Actually, Mary Hatman says knight d2 to c4. There you go. C4 is another, just a good square.
That's good, yeah. So
that's a good square for pieces. Yeah.
Two routes for the knight now. It can either get into d3 or it can get into c4. Yep. Like
yeah.
That.
That's interesting. I like that.
We still got really nice control over b5, so we don't have to worry about b5 happening.
Yeah. No, Black doesn't have that many options to free his position. He's going to either in the Philidor, you either take on d4, which would be horrible, or you try and get in expansion on the queen side, which we've stopped, or you try and get d5 in, which you can't really play.
Yep.
So
yeah, no, I'm quite liking our position.
We are in the middle game, according to my calculation. We are in the middle game.
Oh, he's going for the dark square bishop.
Whoa!
Cheeky Jack.
Wasn't expected that.
Can we take on g5?
You really wouldn't, would you?
No. I'm just like, if it was blitz, I might do, thinking that he might have dropped a piece, but he hasn't.
Maybe he realises this is his only chance to play that. Do we just carry on with our plan? Maybe.
What? Just go for the straight mate?
Hold on. Let's analyse it. Yep. Knight takes g5.
Well, it's our move first, Adam. So what are you? We're saying queen c4 still, yeah?
No, your idea. Let's look at that, because that's just.
Oh, knight taking. All right. No, I was only joking, but okay. If you want to take it seriously.
Seriously, no, knight takes g5. The knight is hanging, so why not?
And also we'll be on f7 as well.
Yeah, so he's got to take it, and then we go queen takes g4.
What would he take with, though? Would he take with the bishop or the pawn? Probably the pawn, yeah, to open up the rook?
Yeah.
So takes, queen takes, knight.
And then he goes...
He's got knight somewhere. attacking the queen.
Knight e5, and then he takes on d4, and then he goes knight e5. But then we can just move. We've just won a pawn, but this is Simon Williams, and that is an open H file. Just saying.
Pass pawn's understatement of the year. Knight takes
just saying.
Knight takes g4 looks risky to me.
But it was your first instinct, I think.
It's my blitz instinct. Yeah, it's probably silly. Oh wow, Cerebral Assassin. He followed me about 2 years ago. It's nice. I love it when the older people pop back in. Nice to see
people. Yeah.
The old school.
So what's the other alternative? Queen c4.
Well, Queen c4 is our main idea, wasn't it? Otherwise, we've got Merry Hatman's manoeuvring. I take it we just don't care about him taking our dark square bishop because we're just going to leave it. Are we going to take back the f pawn?
Yeah, we were just going to bolster our centre and open up the position.
Yeah, open up the f file would actually be quite good for us.
Yeah.
Again, that f pawn is weak compared to our bishop on a2 is just doing such a great job eyeing up f7.
So if we go Queen c4, what is he going to do? I can't see a sensible way to defend f7.
Well, I'll play rook somewhere probably. Rook a7.
Rook h7.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I knew that.
Yeah.
Rook h7 does. Oh god, castle. Yeah.
Queen c4 castles, and then play f5. Simon Williams, because that is who it is.
Yeah. You've been studying too many of his videos, you see. Now you're starting to... you're modelling him.
Well, it's what he'll do. It's just...
Okay, so Queen c4, castles, and then what do? We've got the Queen on c4, the c6 pawn is pinned, so we could play Queen c4, castles, Knight b5, Knight d5, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still, there's two moves in this position, either Queen c4 or your move Knight takes g5, which I think Knight g5 wins a pawn.
You think it does, yeah? But
I think it's a good move.
Are we not going to get massively attacked as well?
Well, yeah, possibly. I'm not pretending that I like the idea of giving him an open H file,
but we'll come back to this. But there's one other move. That when he's moved away from f6, he's no longer, like you're saying, he's no longer defending d5 again. So after Queen c4, we actually can play Knight d5, which looks quite nice. Get rid of his bishop.
Plan.
Yeah.
Queen c4 with the idea of just whatever he does, Knight d5, taking on an e7 and just getting rid of the dark square bishop.
Yeah.
And like you said, that rook is eyeing up d6.
Yeah.
Okay, and we haven't opened the H file for Simon, and we might survive.
Yep, and we're gonna have to make a move because we're losing. Time's bad.
Go on then.
So guys,
Queen
what do you reckon?
c4.
Queen c4 or Knight takes g5?
Yeah.
Please don't choose Knight takes g5.
Merry Hatman says he'll just allow Queen takes f7 check and use the open file.
Yo, I like that. That's fine. Let him do it.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
So we got.
He probably would.
Free Queen c4. Bill's saying Knight takes g5 because it might work. It's just scary.
Yeah.
Merry Hatman.
You've got a majority say Queen c4 at that moment.
Yeah, but you have to go on Percy. So if he takes on e3, we're going to take on f7.
Yeah.
But he'll just take the knight back.
Oh, even worse, we're going to go bishop takes f7 check, and wherever he moves his king, we go knight e6 check, winning the queen.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, we're playing Queen c4.
Okay.
Well,
just play it. Just play it.
I'm telling you.
Says, just play it.
Gadarage is saying that he votes for speed up.
He's got loads of time.
Yeah, it feels like loads of time now, but it's when you get under 5 minutes that I start cracking. It's me you got to worry about.
Yeah, okay. That's a very fair comment.
Well, I like Knight d5 here. I've learned recently, I know it sounds like such a basic thing, but a bit like the Silman fantasy position. My current favourite is, if someone moves a piece away, maybe it's attacking, maybe it's not, but it always leaves behind a square.
Yeah.
And you should always consider...
I don't know what that means, but I like the sound of it. It sounds very profound.
Well, no, it is, because it gives you an idea. So, like, you go, oh, well, I couldn't go there before, now I can, because he's done this particular move. Anyway, he's played Rook h7.
What?
Well, okay. I said it was an option.
Well, it is an option. It's very uncompromising. I like that. Well,
so, Knight d5?
Yeah, what's your plan? Knight d5 takes e7 full stop.
Yeah, and in e6, d6 is really weak. Then we can maybe take, at some point, d takes e, and we're controlling d6.
Yeah.
So the whole idea for me of queen c4 was knight d5, so I'm out. It's just slightly better than knight b5. And this
we might as well. We've got our manoeuvre in mind, and then he's going to be left with dodgy dark squares.
Yeah, do you know what? I think what's the point of playing queen c4 if we're not going to play it? I think we've sort of bought in, yeah? Okay, we're going to play knight d5.
He who says A must say B.
Yeah, that is the exact saying here. Oh, this is a fun game, guys. I've got to say, I'm really enjoying this.
This is good. I bet he's not. I wonder what he's saying on his commentary. I'd love to.
Well, this
watch that.
This is why it's so great. You can watch it afterwards.
Yeah, I know. And he's probably got other people streaming their commentary.
No, it's just us. It's us and Simon.
It's just us. It's good.
Well, I'm happy for people to do the same thing. I want more and more people to do stuff like this. It just makes it so much more enjoyable to see both sides and how people are thinking.
Yeah. I know there are plans afoot to do sort of live streaming of other events that we already have online because they've had to go online. Yeah. Once you're moving events online, say like London League or Middlesex League, once you're starting playing events online, you're wasting an opportunity not to commentate on it.
No, that's right. Yeah, I mean, I've done one commentary for the ECF, funny enough. They did a Cup of Nations. That was fun. England versus the rest of the world. And I really enjoyed that. And I got raided, actually, by Eric Rosen. Have you heard of him? He's an IM.
Yeah, I like him.
It gave me 400 viewers. I was like, what do I do with these?
Wow.
That's great.
That's very good.
No, I was really...
Is that what does raided mean?
So basically, we'll do it at the end of this stream. Once we've finished, whoever's watching here, we can send on to another streamer.
That's really good of him.
No, I was really shocked. Someone said in the comments, though, he said, oh, this guy looks like he's a bit lonely. He's only got one viewer because I've just started.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
No, it was really funny. It was like, I'd literally just switched it on. I couldn't have timed it any better. Okay, so he's played Queen D8.
Yeah, well, I like your original plan seems to be the one to go for.
I mean, it feels wrong taking that dark square bishop just because it's behind a load of pawns.
No, he's going to take yours.
Yeah, okay.
So I think you have to balance it by taking his, and this is why you played knight d5. So I think that's you can play it.
Yeah. Okay. I think we just follow through then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he just takes our knight, or we're knight going back. So that's why no one got to vote there. Sorry, guys. I know this is vote chess, but we sort of voted on an idea.
The thing is, the interesting position is what happens now after we both lose. I suppose he's going to take on e3.
Wait, oh yeah,
and then we're both going to have no dark squared bishop. So the question is d6 weak enough for your idea of you can double your rooks on a d file and you can open up on.
Where's he going to castle, Adam? Honestly, he's
not castling.
Here. We're going to open the centre, and
he's never castling now. He's literally going to wait for us to open. We can play. Once he's taken on e3, we could take on e5 and double rooks on a d file. We've got a nice position.
He took the bishop.
Yeah.
Sorry, he took the knight. That's what I'm trying to say.
So he didn't take. I think he has to take on e3 eventually if we force him. But it means he's got the option to go knight takes e5 twice and end up with a knight on e5.
I don't want to have a knight on e5. I just no.
So what are we playing? We're either going to force him to with h3, which we're not going to do. We could double rooks.
Yeah.
We could open up the position, as Desert Storm Carl says. Could do that.
Mary Hatman's controversially suggesting bishop c1 under developing.
Yeah, I've seen that a few times, bishop c1, but I think we want him to take an e3.
No, I know what you're saying, Adam, but the reason I'm buying into Mary Hatman at the moment is I quite like bishop a3 at some point. I don't know how we're going to get it because we'd have to get the b pawn out.
Ah, I get you. Yeah, you've been going on about that. Yes.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, bishop a3.
It's not easy to do because we can't play b4.
No, we can't play b3 as well.
We can play b4 because the queen's on c4.
Ah, maybe that's why we played bishop a2, so we can play b4.
Yeah,
maybe that's why.
b4 is also possible.
That is possible.
Straight b4.
Yeah. I'm not sure I care about him taking on e3 though. That's the thing. I'm more worried about him taking on e4 with the queen afterwards. He goes knight takes e3, then he takes on d4, then he goes queen takes e4. That could be very irritating.
So what moves have we got then? I'm putting definitely bishop c1's an option because I like that. What else are we thinking?
We could take on e5.
We could take on e5. I don't think we should take on e5, guys, just because you end up with a knight there, and that's a really powerful knight. We've got b4 potentially, which goes with this bishop c1 plan. We'd have to play bishop c1 before playing b4, because obviously if we play b4, he'll take the bishop.
Yeah.
But that plays into your idea if you want him to.
I think bishop c1's an interesting idea, just because I don't think it's a bad move.
Bill's suggesting bishop d2 with b4 as an idea. And that gets our bishop to b4 instead of a3. That works.
Oh, yeah. And also we've got bishop c3, which might put his centre under some more pressure
Mary
as well.
Hatman's buying into it as well, so considering his original idea was c1.
Do we have to worry about anything else? Anything like taking on d4 and then taking on e4? No, not really.
So...
No, I like that.
We've got a few bishop d2s. Anybody else? Anybody else against bishop d2? Because it looks like quite...
I like the idea of moving the bishop. Now that you've convinced me. I wouldn't have done it because I don't know, I'm a coward.
I've only been convinced because there's stronger players. No, I'm joking. No, I've always liked this bishop ending up on that diagonal anyway. I said that quite early on, I want to say.
Okay.
It's not my idea, but I like that. I really like that bishop on that diagonal if we can get it.
So we need to make a few more quick moves, so feel free to...
Well, b4 will be the follow-up if he lets us do it.
Really? Or bishop c3? I think he might take on d4. No,
he won't take d4 because f5 is a massive hole.
Do you know what? Actually, the interesting thing is I'm not totally sure what he's going to play that's decent. I think the only good plan he's got is to stick his knight on e5, and how's he going to do that?
We can't fall. Well, he can, as you say, he could. That be one reason to take on d4 because he can get a knight to e5.
It just looks a bit loose, doesn't it?
Well, I don't like it because I think knight f5 is even stronger.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so I don't think he'll allow it. He's very positional, is our Simon, when he's not being attacking.
He could always play e takes d4, knight takes d4, queen takes e4, and then we go rook e1.
Mary Hatman's saying we'll be losing a pawn if we do b4, because b4, a takes b, bishop takes b4, rook takes a4. Is that bad though? Is it?
Well, we could sneak in some bishop b3 move and open up the a file, and then we could invade him on the a file because he can't keep his rook on the a file. He'll have to take an a1.
His pieces on the queen side, they're actually disconnected from, say, his rook on h2. He's not coordinated at all here.
No, I like the position.
I do too. I just wish we had more time.
Well, yeah.
No, he's right.
Let's hope other people are keeping him busy.
Yeah, we need him. Because he's ahead of us now. We really need. We really need a couple of quick moves. It's 15
What's
seconds.
Simon's rating these days?
He's 24.70.
Good.
Yeah. Average.
Good. Yeah, we can get a few rating points.
Oh no! This is unrated. The game itself.
I know.
No. And I'm pretty sure FIDE wouldn't sanction this match.
We'll send it in anyway.
It's probably wrong.
Say it was.
I mean, you are an arbiter.
Under these circumstances, exactly. Under these circumstances, this match was played online, and here's the result.
It was only 20 people against one person, so it's fine. Right?
I couldn't do that against Simon.
No,
could do it against anyone, but definitely not Simon.
He'll come and get you, Adam. That's the other thing. I've heard he's got a temper, so
He does know where I live, so yeah.
He'll come and get you.
Mind you, everyone knows where I live, so
yeah. Okay, so good. He's thinking. So hopefully, like you say, maybe some of the other games are taking their toll as well. But I think he would have played like this anyway. I feel like this would be a Simon kind of game.
Yep.
So anyway, well, we haven't decided then. Are we actually happy with b4? Because the rook
I can't know. Depends what he plays, obviously, but.
So what happens on this line? I'm just going to throw a line out there. Say whatever he plays. I don't know what he's going to play yet, but say we do b4, a takes b, bishop takes b, rook takes a4. What about just bishop b3?
Yeah, that's the line. Definitely clearing out the a file, and we can put our rook on a8 maybe.
Yeah, and then we'll basically have control hopefully of getting. Maybe we can get to a8 in Dreamland. And
but the audience likes repositioning the bishop on c3 and just holding on.
Just waiting. Well, the good news of bishop on c3, I guess, is that we can end up without a knight on e5.
Yeah.
Oh, he took the pawn. I can't believe it.
No way.
He took it. Now we can even take with the queen. Actually, thinking about it.
I don't actually know what to do here, but I'm tempted by knight takes. I'm tempted. Oh, he's going to go queen e5 and mate us on h2, isn't he? He's going to try.
Yeah,
What's he going to do? He's going to stick a knight on e5, isn't he?
I kind of like. Yeah, but honestly, queen takes pawn and then bishop c3, and we're attacking d6 again. I
can't believe he's taking it.
No, I'm shocked.
So my oh gosh.
The problem, knight d4. So we're saying if we do knight d4, then we've got queen e5 to contend with.
Queen takes. It seems like an obvious one.
I think queen takes. Put pressure on d6. Centralise the queen.
Yeah. What's he going to play? He's going to stick a knight on e5, and when we think about it, then we can play bishop c3. Then probably that's good.
There's no skewer, guys, because he's not going to take the e pawn. It'd be lovely if he did.
No.
If knight takes,
we want him takes. Take on e4, Simon. Take on e4.
Yeah, and then rook here would be a bit embarrassing for a GM.
Yeah.
So what we're going
everyone's saying queen takes. Queen takes.
How many have we got who's saying queen takes? Because I'm only seeing 2.
No, not everybody. No. 2 queen takes, 1 knight takes, and another knight takes. That's 2 all.
3 queen takes with bishop c3 as a fallout.
Yeah.
How many knight takes are there? Is it 2 or 3?
I think it's a tie.
Tie for 3, yeah? 3 for each.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mary Hatman's also saying knight takes d4 allows queen a5. How are we going to parry the threat of mate? Are we going to play g3?
Go on then.
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. If we do knight takes, we have to follow up queen e5 with something that stops mate. And the only thing...
I see what you mean, yeah. We can play g3, we can play f4, something like that. No,
f4's not on. No,
F4. No, maybe not f4.
No.
No, g3, yeah. But queen takes d4 looks like a safer move.
Well, I like queen takes d4. Centralise the queen, play bishop c3, put loads of pressure on d6.
Mary Hatman says he's got the word safer.
Safer as well. And he's also saying
queen takes.
We could do knight takes and bring the knight back to f3 as well, if we were going to go
That's true, yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point. Queen c4 is defended, so yes, you could do that.
Right, guys, right, we've got 3 options. Well, 2 options. It's still 2 options. It's knight takes or queen takes, and we're tied, so we need some more votes.
We're going to lose some time.
Yeah, we've got to move. I'm going to move in the next 10 seconds, and it's going to be queen takes at the moment, because we're tied.
Yeah.
No? No one else?
No, I think queen takes. I think if we go knight takes, queen e5...
I put pressure on people when I say that, because it's the deciding vote for someone in the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do it for you guys. I'm doing queen takes.
Go for it.
Oh, so interesting.
Following up.
That's what I love about this game. Like, knight takes looks so tempting as well, right?
Yeah. I think queen e5 is probably not that bad. I think you're right. Knight f3 is the move, and then maybe...
I still like g3 queen in that line. Because you might want to play f4 after g3. But I'm just saying.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Just saying. So queen takes d4. Yeah, Mary Hatman's got a good point. Sometimes you get a choice of 2 equally good captures, and you sit and think about it for about 10 minutes. When you could do that 10 minutes at the end of the game, you must have had that experience in a league match.
Yeah, exactly. Just take one of the good choices that you've got.
Yes.
Take one.
You've got so many choices that you just sit and think for.
So is the follow-up going to be just to save some time,
Bishop c3, something like that?
I think that's got to be the most natural move, yeah.
And then queen takes d6.
I mean, how does he stop it straight away?
So, well, it's a lovely square for your bishop, and it's
2 beautiful bishops. Look how they rake across his position.
And he didn't take the bishop on e3 when he could have done, and I think that was a mistake because I think now his dark squares are going to fall.
Okay,
so,
he's played knight e5. He's played knight d to e5.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about doubling the pawn.
I want to take the knight.
Yeah, and I'm sort of tending bishop c3 and just ignore. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get mated.
Okay, so bishop c3, knight takes f3.
Yeah, and then g takes.
Yeah. And then knight.
And then he has to move. And then d6 is. Oh, wait a minute.
Then knight e5
knight takes f3.
He'll go knight e5 again.
Oh, yeah.
I think we take. And then play bishop c3.
Yeah.
So what we've got in the chat: Bishop c3 and Rook e1 can't be bad. Knight takes e5 from Merry Hatman. I think we take, because the problem with allowing him to take is definitely that he'll put a knight back on e5 anyway.
Yeah. Possibly Bishop c3 works, but I can't calculate it. So
Bishop c3, Knight takes f3, G takes f3, Knight e5.
e5, Queen takes d6, Knight takes f3 check. Looks really messy.
Does.
But it can't be bad. It can't be bad.
That's true.
Because his queen, you can force the queens off. He can't actually go anywhere. He has to swap queens, and then you've got an ending. You can play the ending.
But we're going to get the same pressure against d6 anyway after Bishop c3 after we take the knight. It's the same.
Fair enough.
With
our king he play d takes e5 and then
d takes e5? That's an interesting.
Yeah. But then we go queen d6. So fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've got to go bishop c3 first. But
so
we haven't got. No, we haven't got it. So we've got queen b6. We've got queen back to queen b6 and bishop takes a5 maybe.
Oh yeah, 2 pieces on there.
All right. So I think bishop c3 is the move, and I think knight takes e5, d takes e5 isn't quite as clear. Go for it. You make a decision.
No, if it tactically works, I'll play bishop c3. Are you sure we're not losing by force?
I'm sure.
All right, then bishop c3 it is, because it's the way to try to maintain the advantage. This way we can try to win a pawn.
What was the word we used earlier? Something like consistent. It is the consistent move. If it isn't losing, it's the right way, because you pointed out really early on that pressure on the d file is key, and I think we've now got the opportunity.
I'm going to put my first pre-move on the board. G takes f3.
Yeah, I think that's a given.
It's going to come, you'd imagine.
Yeah, and he's going to speed up.
He's done it. So we pre-moved that one. Gotcha, Sai. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, ha. Now what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly. So he's got to defend d6. So I think knight e5 is going to come. Are we just taking d6, yeah?
Take on d6, because where does his queen go? Knight takes f3 check looks scary, but I don't see anything too scary if we can get the queens off. Are we going to play
king g2 in that line? Or we're going to go to h1?
Good point. I think we can afford king g2 because we've got queen d8 mate if he does anything on e4.
Yeah, there's no other checks.
No. I think... God, it's exciting.
It is, and I wish we had more time. I know I'll keep repeating myself, but it's getting to me.
we can always go king g2. We don't have to take on d6.
Okay, so he's done it. He's done knight e5.
So the big thing is d6.
Well, we're taking d6, and then we're just wondering where we're going to put the queen, yeah?
Okay, do it. Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, as I say, your count. If we never should have played bishop c3 if we're not going to go down this line.
No. Just do it, as they say.
In this case, right, he's taken on f3, so it's check. So where are we putting the king? The king. All right, guys, you can get involved as well because this is our
vote. Vote.
Vote fast. But we've got queen g2 or queen h1.
King g2.
Oh, queen d2 walks. Oh no, that's fine. It's okay.
Knight h4 check.
Yeah, that gives another check. That's true. I like instinctively to run away.
Yeah, go on then. Which way? King f1, king h1. Oh no, we're dropping a pawn, aren't we? King h1, maybe.
We have no fear of queen takes e4 again, guys, because we've always.
Okay, what does the audience think? I think we've got king h1. Yeah,
king h1. How many king h1s have we got?
More.
Okay, king h1 it is.
King h1.
And again, queen doesn't work. Queen takes e4 because if those defending e8, we just sack a rook. We sack a rook. And we're winning.
What are we going to do if you might be left with playing this endgame against Simon Williams?
Oh no, I'm terrified actually. Does queen? No, queen takes e4. Does that work? Because rook e1 doesn't work. Oh, okay.
No, we go queen d8, mate.
Well, he's played bishop e6. Are we swapping queens?
Take it. Oh, maybe we can take an e6 first. Has he played bishop e6?
Okay, guys, bishop takes e6 or queen takes queen. Quick!
I think bishop e6 first.
Alright, we've got one for bishop e6.
Get all the pieces off and win the ending.
Yeah, swap it all off and grind it out. Okay, let's do it.
Maybe.
There's a few bishop e6s in the chat, so I'm going to go with that. So after he takes, I'm swapping queens, yeah, guys?
Well, if he goes f takes... Oh, yeah. Depends where he swaps.
Yeah. I'm either swapping queens or not swapping queens, so make a decision.
Well, I think we are swapping queens, but it depends what he does with his next move.
He took with the queen. So queen takes queen, F takes E, and then we've got an ending, guys. We got to an ending. Yay! Already a good start.
Now what we're doing? Now we're basically lost.
Now we've got no idea. Should we just double up on that? We've got some suggestions to double up.
Yes, I like the sound of that.
So
hang on, we can play Rook D6 with tempo.
Rook D6.
Yeah.
We've also got tempo of Rook D3.
Yeah. I like the idea.
These are both tempo.
Double up, definitely.
Yeah, but which one? Rook D3 or Rook D6, guys?
What does he do after Rook D3? Goes Knight H4. Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Rook E6.
It's basically the same thing.
But what does he do after Rook D6? How does he defend that pawn?
He'll play King E7. Oh, he's taking.
And then we double up.
Yeah. So which way, guys? Time is of the essence. So Mary Hatman, Rook D6. Actually, we can hit the knight with the king later.
Go on then.
I'm liking that. I know that wasn't really votey, but those were only the two options, guys, and there's a mixture for both. So they both do the same thing. If nothing else, it feels more active to put Rook on D6. I was
just thinking you can go Rook D7 check in some lines and win that stupid Rook on H7.
Oh yes, yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be nice, but he's not going to let you.
If he does a blunder like King E7, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's going to go.
He's played Rook D7. Rook E7. So we're going to double up. Ooh. We've said that, so I'm doing it.
Yeah. Or we could go Bishop F6.
Too late.
No, we're doing it.
We're doubling up first.
And then we're going to go Bishop F6 maybe.
Bishop F6 looks good. We've also got King G2.
Yeah, I don't like King G2 because he gets the tempo with Knight H4 check.
Yeah, but his knight's not doing anything on that square. It's a bad square for a knight.
There you go.
He's played Queen F7.
We can go Rook D7 and swap some pieces off.
I like Rook D7. Remember, the A5 pawn's weak. His Rook is babysitting A5.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah, the A5 pawn is weak. Yeah.
Let's go for it.
He can't play Rook A to E8 because we just take on A5, don't we?
Yep.
Nice one. End games.
They're so fun but so cruel as well because there's usually only one route.
So you've got B4 in some lines with Bishop takes B4, and I like your Bishop, but it does look a bit. Let's just win the pawn on A5 somehow.
Yeah, we must be able to work our way around to it. Even if we win the C pawn, we could win the C pawn with after Rook swaps, maybe something like Rook C7, because he'll defend the B pawn somehow.
Yep, and we could also go takes on E7 and go Bishop G7 and try and chase those pawns, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're on the wrong colour. That's good.
Yeah. So are we threatening anything? He doesn't have to swap his...
No, exactly. He'll let us take him if it's going to happen. Oh, he's let the A pawn go. We take the A pawn, yeah?
Yay!
Take the A pawn, guys.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Is it? There's nothing tactical there, is there?
No.
Take the A pawn, yeah?
Free pawn.
Taking it. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah, A4 might drop off, but I don't think he's got time.
I don't think it does, because we do Rook takes and then Bishop B4 check.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gosh.
You've got to be quick on these tactics. So, yeah, Rook A8 don't work.
You've played this game before.
A little bit. So he's attacked the Rook with the Knight. He's done Knight E5. So do we just trade down now and be a pawn up?
Yeah.
Trade down and then...
What could be wrong with that? And just play it and play Bishop C3 and just B3 and be solid.
Yeah, we've got Bishop C3 looks lovely at the end of this.
If he's not offering us a draw,
he won't offer us a draw.
He's trying to win on time, isn't he?
Yeah. He took with the king, funny enough. So we got Bishop B4 check as an option.
Yep, we'll do that, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe Bishop C3.
Is also tempy.
Yeah, Bishop C3 and B3, maybe.
The chat
B3. Somebody's suggesting just B3, which is also a good move.
Yep, that defends the A pawn and gives us all
everything is in reserve then, and you can kind of take your time.
We got C3 from Vincent. I don't know why.
Yeah. I think B3 or Bishop C3, but I like B3. Somebody suggested B3.
We've got a couple of extra B3.
Yeah, to stop him playing Knight C4, I agree.
Good point, Desert Storm Carl. We like that.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that will win us this endgame. That kind of chat.
Yeah. Well, that's the sort of thing which won us the war.
Andy Craig is very happy that we finally played B3 on that move 30.
Shout. Finally, he says, in capitals.
He's so happy.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
Okay, so C5 played.
What?
Bishop C4?
C3. Yeah.
Or we've got bishop b6.
That looks like putting your bishop in a dodgy place.
Okay, fair enough.
Knight d7.
So just bishop c3?
Just take the diagonal, yeah. Diagonal.
I think he's going to try something tricky like knight g4.
Then I'm happy.
Then we do.
I think
well, but where are we putting the king? King on g2 or on g1?
King g2.
G2 go to forwards, yeah?
Rook d2, king g2, that kind of thing. Solid. Just defend everything. Make a few quick moves.
He's played knight.
Are we on increments?
Knight f3.
Increments?
Yeah, there's slight increment. 15 seconds.
15 seconds? Oh.
Yeah, it's not that
okay,
long.
we're winning then. We're winning.
Yeah, we're winning, are we now? Rook d3? Or king g2?
That's a move. Rook d3 looks good. Where do we want our pieces then?
I don't know, but we ain't got long, mate.
Alright, Rook d3 sounds good.
Rook d3.
And you could even follow it up with something like bishop g7. No, maybe not bishop g7, but rook d3,
we should definitely go after those pawns. You're dead right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're playing rook rook d3.
We're playing rook d3. And then how are we getting to those pawns? Are we going rook h3?
Okay, he's played g5. We must be the last game left. How about
he's trying to mate us.
How about h3 here?
He's trying to mate us.
h3?
No, we're giving him the h file. We can't.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right.
We could go king g2 and then march up the board with the king. We can go king g3.
We've got one king g2 in the chat. I'd like some more king g2s. Guys, start voting faster because you're in the same situation as us. Just throw your moves up. Yeah, there's a few king g.
I'm not even playing this game and it's stressful.
Just watch out for knight e1 check, okay? Because that's the kind of thing that will ruin the day.
Yes. Luckily, we got that covered.
Yeah, the bishop's on c3 at the moment. But don't forget, this is the kind of thing that you do forget, and you go, that was a nice game. We almost won there.
And I just stuffed it up. But we're going to go king g3. King takes g4.
Okay, so he's played. We must be the last game because he's moving fast. He's played h5.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Tricky. What can we do?
Well, I kind of like king g3 here.
Because
then we can play h3.
We could play h3 anyway.
No, I don't like h3 because of just knight check. But if we play king g3 first.
Yeah, okay then. Yep.
And then we're threatening a proper h3.
Yep. Okay. We've got to watch out for knight g5, which attacks h3 and e4 simultaneously.
Yeah, you're right. I see what you did there. Good joke.
Yeah. Get it?
Yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah, he's trying to
double attacks.
He's played rook g8. Oh, we just don't have time for this. Should we offer him a draw?
Yeah, go on.
Offer him a quick draw just because we're basically losing on time. I have to make.
We've got to play a good move, haven't we?
Yeah.
What are we going to play? We can't play h3. Unknown error.
Yeah, it doesn't like offering draws.
So... He doesn't accept draws.
No, on purpose. Yeah. How about where are we going? Jeez, I feel like we need to get the rook somewhere better. We've got
play a5.
A5.
And when he plays h4, we have to run back. We have to go back to g2.
We're playing a5, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Or b4.
b4. I mean,
b4's been in the votes.
b4 is.
Let's pay attention a tiny bit to the chat if I can. I've offered to draw and play b4. So let's the stress.
Yeah. The stress.
I love how the crowd's saying go faster. We'll vote faster.
Now,
if you vote faster.
Got 51 seconds. Play something.
So when he plays c4, what are we going to play?
Rook d1.
Rook d1. Anybody else?
And then we're going to go b5 and bishop b4 check.
We're going to b5 and
then we're basically going to queen the pawn on a8. That's it.
What are we going to do if he plays h5 check? h4 check?
We have to go to g2. We have to run away.
We're not going to go forward. We're going to come back. Run away!
Because if we go to f4, he takes on h2 and then he queens pawn. So probably we just run away and see what happens.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, rook d1. I like Mary Hat, and rook d1 to a1 is a plan.
Yeah, because then we can
push the pawn.
Our a pawn is the victory pawn, but he may give us the draw.
I want him to play c4.
Remember, I panicked offered the draw here.
Well, he's probably thinking, well, and truly about whether or not he can afford not to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll take a double.
No, he's not. He's just thinking, how can I play a few moves while they lose on top?
Yeah, that might be it as well. He's probably. I don't know. He might be on a bet that he has to do a clean sweep, so he's caning everybody.
Yeah. You think he's got a side bet?
He might. You know him, right? He's checked us, so I'm coming back to G2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Run away. I gave us 15 seconds there. I feel like we've got loads of time now. 1 minute and 1 second.
Tense.
What's this follow-up? Is he going to try and play G3? Does that work? No, because I'll just take his knight.
No, I think he's got to play H.
Actually, I can't take his knight. I can't take his knight if he plays G3 because he just plays G2.
True, but we can take it with the rook.
So pawn down, rook takes. Yes.
And he's going to go. If he goes H3, are we going to go King G3? I mean, that looks a bit dodgy.
Am I getting mated? Are we getting mated?
I don't think he can get his rook in there.
That might be safe. Maybe we're just saying we shouldn't panic. King on G3, and there's no checks.
But he could go knight G5, and how do we defend the pawn on E4? That's the problem. And then knight takes E4 check is a real problem.
What? Oh, he's taking the B pawn, so I'm taking back the bishop.
Oh yeah, we get a check. Excellent. Free move.
Patzers love checks.
Yeah.
So are we now going to play rook E3? Guys, we need some moves. Rook A3. He's played King F6. We've got a minute.
Check him again.
Check him again on C3 to gain some time?
Yeah.
Or Rook E3 is suggested in the chat. Rook D7 by Bill. Get active with the rook.
Yeah, Rook D7 looks like an active move, yeah.
That was the first.
I'll go with Mushroom Bill.
Mushroom Bill for that one. That's all on you, Mushroom Bill. Oh, and Mary Hatman jumped in with some backup. 1 minute, 6 seconds.
Oh, we might checkmate him with Bishop C3.
Yes, please.
Come on. Let's see what
I
can
hate
we
to
do.
break it to you, but it's not mate, is it?
No, but I'm just.
He's played Rook C8, so we can play C3.
He wants us to do that, but
well, what else are we going to do? How are we going to save the pawn otherwise?
Yeah, okay, go on then. Oh, hang a minute. Yeah, 91 check.
I've done it. Yeah, but I can't stop that. So it's either lose a pawn or not. So he's attacking the e-pawn now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a tricky, isn't he? How about Bishop E7 check? Where does he go? Oh, no, I don't win the H pawn.
Well, we're winning the B pawn, so we could take that, and he takes on E4.
I think we have to. No, do we swap pawns, guys? Because I don't think we've got anything else.
And then we have to be worried about being mated on the back rank, so just be careful.
Oh yeah, he's got Rook G.
There is an idea with Rook takes the knight and then try and get into a drawn ending, but
I'll take the B pawn to start with, because honestly, we're either getting mated or we're not. That's the way I see this position.
Go on then. It's stressful.
It's done. He's going to take the E pawn, guys. So what do we do afterwards?
He's going to take the E pawn, and we're going to queen the A pawn.
Yeah, but
then he's going to go Rook E1 to G1 mate.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. So how do we?
So we have to play C4 to cover E1, and then he takes the pawn. Then we get A5, A6,
we push
A7.
that pawn. We push that pawn.
Yeah.
We're going to sack.
But we've got to cover E1, haven't we? We've got to cover E1.
H3 doesn't defend it. H3 is still covered by the knight. It doesn't save us, so we can't play H3.
No, he's still going to go Rook E1 to G1 mate. Damn it.
H3 no worky. They're saying it does though. I don't see how it does.
Rook takes E4, H3.
Rook.
You'll go.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I can take the pawn. So he... Yeah, maybe H3 is good enough.
Yeah,
okay. So
but then he can go knight E1 check, and then he wins... Does he win the pawn? No, we go King H2.
Rook takes H3, Knight E1
Knight E1 check.
Yeah.
King H2.
King H2.
Knight F3 check draw.
Yeah. Should we do that, guys? H3, or are we gonna play
H3?
C4?
Yeah, he can't defend it with another pawn. So yeah, that breaks up the pawns.
H3, yeah.
And also we've got Bishop E7 check, picking up the pawn on H4 if we have to.
I've played it because we've got no time.
Good.
It's on the board.
That's a very good reason to play it.
Yeah, you know.
But watch out for Bishop E7 check.
He's done knight check. He's done knight check first. Knight
and we have to go King H2.
Okay. Played.
I think.
Played. He's going to play Rook E2.
I think we're doing fine. So
Rook E2, we're going to take the G pawn, yeah?
If he goes rook e2, we can go bishop e7 check, takes h4, defending f2,
Oh,
and
lovely.
taking on
Yes,
g4.
yes, very good. I love that.
Maybe. No, hang on a minute. He's got knight f3 check, winning the bishop on h4.
Sorry, he hasn't done it, Adam. Sorry to bring you back. Quickly, he played g3 check.
Oh, he's trying to mate us, the swine.
He is a mating machine.
He is. Take it. No, hang on a minute. Take it.
Take it.
Rook e2 check.
King.
I think that's. Oh my goodness.
Are we getting mated?
We've been raided.
Are we getting mated?
We've been raided.
No, I don't care about that. sorry. Well, I'll come back to it.
I think if we go king g2, rook e2 is just good for him. So I think.
How about king g1?
King g1, knight f3 check.
And in king g2, I have to make a move. We're going to lose on time, guys. So
go on then.
King g1.
Because I think king g2 is okay because we're taking his knight on f3. Bertrout has raided you.
He's played rook f2. Can I play king f1 here? No, because check. Because of e4 check. Do I take the pawn and then play?
That's devious.
I think we're losing.
Yeah.
I'm having to make some moves here. I've taken the pawn, and I want to really play king f1, but I don't think I can.
Yeah. Is he going to mate us?
I think so. How's he mating us with a rook and a knight? Just a rook and a knight. And a pawn, to be fair.
So what are we going to do next? We're going to go bishop d6.
Bishop d6 is that stopping anything?
No, we're going to take the pawn.
Bishop d6, yeah?
He can't mate us with a knight and rook.
Oh, I've only got 14 seconds. I'm playing bishop d6.
Now he's going to go g2. Oh my god.
This is looking hairy, guys. Hairy. I think we might be in trouble. Which is a shame. We're like 2 pawns.
What do you mean think we're going to get mated by g2 and knight f3 mate? Bugger.
Yeah,
excuse my French.
I don't actually see a way out of this.
No. Oh, he's even going to do it with check. I hate to say it, but Simon's a grandmaster.
He is. I can't play
king f1, rook f2 mate, and in king h1, g2 mate.
Oh, he's good at chess. It's not fair.
Yeah. It's not he's good at chess, Jock.
Look, to be honest, we take the moral victory because we beat up the black line. And we didn't play.
Did you like the way? Did you like the way he basically made a kingside attack out of nothing?
Yeah, he's so good at that, though. I mean,
I do love that. I love his games.
But come on, we had no time. If we had long enough, we would have won this because we were a clear pawn up on the queen side.
Well, assuming he finds rook f2, mate, we could go back and have a look at what was the position? The position after we went.
Checkmate.
D takes e5.
Checkmate on the board.
Good game.
Good game, guys. That was a lot of fun. Honestly, I think we easily held our own for quite a long time.
I thought we were doing really well up until I don't know. There was a lot. Actually, when did we start going wrong? After allowing knight takes f3 check, which didn't look that harmful.
Honestly, where we went wrong was when we had no time left. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
It's just not enough.
There is always that.
Because even at the point of rook takes e4, we could have played c4 and just covered the back rank. This could have been the right way.
Yeah. But why is it that Ferrugia and Carlsen can play with 5 seconds on their clock? And
so hang on a minute. Ferrugia and Carlsen and ChesspatzerUK India and ChesspatzerUK. Are you really saying that in the same place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, I'm just throwing it out there.
I wish we would be mentioned in the same sentence without people laughing.
Yeah. I am comparing you to, you are the Carlsen to my Ferrugia.
Oh, thanks. Thanks very much for that. You're the future champion.
Thank you. I'm the Ferrugia champion.
All right, but that was pretty. That was a
good game.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
It was a good game.
I hope you guys enjoyed it too in the chat. We're going to probably end it there because it's been quite long and I'm hungry. I don't know about you, Adam.
Me too.
And I need to calm down from the stress of having no time against a GM for
But thanks very much for doing this. It's really, really good.
No,
and apparently, did you see that? He's got multiple games on still, so he just probably he concentrated on you.
Us.
He's focused. I think he was after you.
Yeah, I've got a target on my back. It's true. He knew what I was doing.
Definitely. Somewhere along the line, we'll see Bishop E7 check was better.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
How can you know that?
I'm going to raid his channel.
Good.
Let me see what I'm going to do. Whoops.
How can you know that?
I've got feedback. I've turned that off. Now I've got to find out how to raid. How do I raid from here?
That I can't help you with, but I like the idea.
I am useless. I was going to say useful at this. I think I have to go to my creator.
Are you going to raid by passing on people who are watching you, including the people who came from Bertrout?
Yeah. Everyone going to
That's really funny.
all
so
done
it
together.
could be like a snowball effect.
Yeah, well, this is the idea behind it. I quite like it.
I love it.
Just when we hit his channel, just make sure you start shouting "yay" and "raid" and all this, because it might put him off, so the other guys can have a chance to win.
Yes.
Well, it's just loading. It's a bit slow. I'm just thinking as well, like, you know, all the service providers, they must be going crazy right now. All the internet.
They're under a lot of pressure.
Here he is. Got him.
Definitely.
Right, so let's start raids.
Hey, well done, well done.
And then it's doing a little countdown, but then I'm going to say raid now when it's done. Slow.
We're 16 raiders.
20, 21.
17.
It's counting out. Here we go. Raid now.
My computer's slow, so it's probably...
Right. And that's it. Now everyone should have been shoved across to his stream. And I'm logging off. So thanks, guys. I'm going to join the other chat now. So thanks a lot, Adam. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.
Definitely. I love it.